Welcome to the astrology of the week of October the 23rd to the 29th, 2023. We're going to be talking in this astrology report about a very powerful sky that's coming up with both a beautiful trine from the sun to Saturn at 0 degrees of Pisces and a very competitive edge, dare to win energy coming up for each of us at the end of the week, starting around Thursday through to Monday, that we might be able to harness this energy in each of our lives individually in a particular area of your life, depending on the sun, moon, or rising sign, that you can listen for all three. I think the rising sign will be the most accurate. All right, because the sun can be your father figure's career, and the moon can be mother figure's home, etc. All right, so I'm trying to adjust. I'm on vacation. Sorry about moving all around there. I'm in a makeshift recording studio. So let's start off by talking about what it is here that's happening in the sky this week and get some context. I want to remind you, we're coming off a Libra eclipse on the ascendant of Israel that happened on October the 14th, plus a South Node Mars conjunction. That really started that war in Israel with the Palestinian people and the Hamas group. That at the same time, we're coming into the other eclipse on the, at tail end of that, October 28th, which I'm not going to cover today, but that's the final eclipse in Taurus after the first eclipse in November of 2024, an eclipse in April of November 2021, and a Taurus eclipse in April of 2022, a Taurus eclipse in the fall of 2022, and then this last eclipse, here we are in 2023. I think I covered them all. But anyway, the point is it's a final eclipse in Taurus, and I did a whole video on it, all signs video. Please go check it out. It just came out on October the 21st, the day that I'm recording this for my Patreon community, who gets it before you guys. You all receive it in YouTube land. You receive it in YouTube land on Mondays. Now, number one, if you're new to my channel, I need to tell you a bit about my stuff. I'm a whole sign house, Hellenistic astrologer, Western tropical zodiac. This is not sidereal astrology. And my name is Lori Lothian. I have a promotion for Fast and Dirty. Want to get my 2024 all signs videos, 75 minutes each, being recorded all throughout the month. I'm on the way to getting them done. You can get that content with a PDF document that helps support you in understanding the whole year ahead. And that is on sale for 35% off only now, never to be seen again. And that 35% off discount is because you're pre-ordering it and you get it delivered to you by email, the content delivered to you by email on November the 25th. It's great for sharing with friends and family and give it away as Christmas gifts. I don't mind. Just know that that content is never going to be at the 35% discount price ever again. So grab it now if you like. And of course, you can listen for your own sun, moon, and rising sign in that package. And this content never goes public. Now, let me show you the sky. I think it's better to show you what I'm seeing so that we are all on the same page, right? And don't forget, if you're new to my channel, like and subscribe. And if you're one of my regulars, thank you for being here. Love you guys, all you regulars out there who are a part of my crew. Yes, I am sharing the screen. I know I am, but it doesn't show me sharing it on my end. There we go. So let's talk about this story. Let's look at the sky together. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing a mundane astrology for you today. I'm going to focus mostly here on your rising sign, sun and moon. That's what these weeklies are for. It's really mostly for you, although I did break protocol when I wanted to talk about the war in Israel with last week's video. Okay, so number one, take a look here as the week begins. I'm going to move us back in time to the 23rd. This is a Monday in my time zone, Pacific Daily Time. Adjust for your own time zone. On October 23rd, you can see that the sun has ingressed into the sign of Scorpio. And he's, Mercury's already been there for a couple of days. I haven't had time on my vacation to do a video about that. But we see that the sun is here and Lord Mars is in dominion, watching over the whole shebang. And Mercury's just coming, into contact with Mars later this week. It's going to be where we get that dare to win, bold energy coming up. But what I would say to you is that you can see a trine to the sun, who's pretty well stationary at 0 degrees of Pisces, getting ready to move forward on November the 4th. And so this is an energy that may be a two-part story. Sun is trining Saturn. This can be lasting, enduring legacy results through hard work connected to career and purpose. Or bosses or father type figures favorably supporting you in a sustainable, lasting, and enduring way. Or some luck and opportunity that has legs to stand on in your career and purpose part of your life. And even though it is happening for us on Monday, Tuesday, say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you're feeling it, especially Monday, Tuesday, even though it's there, I think with Saturn moving direct November 4th, you won't begin to see the fulfillment of the good things happening here Monday and Tuesday until even Wednesday, the fulfillment of it until after November the 4th, quite possibly. Just a hypothesis. And astrology is nothing more than a hypothesis, right? You make a hypothesis that this might be what it means, and then you see if that's true. And over time, you look at pattern recognition and you make assumptions based on patterns that have proved accurate in the past. And then we move the sun forward. And as the sun is gallivanting forward, most importantly, so is Mars. And here we have Mars at 9 degrees of Scorpio, conjoined with the asteroid Ops for opportunity, thrival, and happy endings after a time of travail and difficulty. They're traveling right beside each other and very close at hand. What is going to be happening is that Mars is going to form an opposition to Jupiter at 11 degrees of Taurus. Jupiter is retrograde until around the 30th of December, but nonetheless, it is still Jupiter, and Jupiter is bounty and luck and wealth and growth and justice and expansion and all such themes. Technically, if you're born with a Jupiter-Mars, it's one of the Jupiter-Mars opposition. It happens to be rather fortunate. You can be very sexually charismatic. You can have a larger than life libido or sexual presence, but you can also kind of be the kind of person who can win big in games of daring, chance, and winning. It gives you a kind of an over-the-top, boisterous kind of way of taking action and making decisions that lead to luck, success, and wealth. Often, though, these people can be a little bit over the top if you're born with that. And so we all have the potential when the transit shows up in the sky for going a little bit over the top, a little bit too hopeful, a little bit too optimistic in our choices, actions, and decisions, which are Mars words. But you can have some fulfillment of some of your desires because you have confidence. And we're all looking at a time of great personal confidence and daringness and ability to take risks to win big. Okay? Coming up when? Coming up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as this begins to come into a perfected opposition. Let's watch that go. Now it gets a little bit more interesting because here we have October the 28th, which is Saturday. We can see that we have, well, let's go back a day. Let's go to Friday, the 27th. We have Mercury trending right alongside in a kind of a desire to co-join forces with Mars, to make a connection with Mars in what he's up to in that opposition to Jupiter. So Friday and Saturday, Mercury also could be bringing in some exciting, boisterous news that makes you make a decision, take some bold, daring, brave action. Fortune favors the bold. I'm going to call this video Fortune Favors the Bold. And this is where the bold also comes through because you've got a phone call, email, text message, or great idea. Mercury is very good at this stuff. They can bring great opportunity and abundance as Mercury is co-joined with abundantia and opportunity at the same time. And as we continue to move forward, now we're moving into Saturday and Sunday. And here on Sunday, am I on Sunday? On Monday the 30th. Sorry, I meant to set the chart without it rotating like that, but bear with me. It is rotating. I'm going to put us back to, yay. Now we see Mars and Mercury perfectly co-joined on October the 29th, which is a Sunday in my time zone. Therefore, that's when that news can really blast through, or that idea that brings opportunity and abundance can really stick the landing in your life, in each of our lives, based on our sign and the house that it's happening in. And Jupiter across the way is trying to bring in the abundance opportunity from this energy in the Taurus part of your sky. The actions and decisions are happening in the Scorpio part of your sky. And the messages are coming in the Scorpio part of your sky. Also, because Jupiter is retrograde, is a small possibility, a small hypothesis, that some of the biggest fulfillments of this exciting, daring, bold, future favors the bold energy can be most executed and fulfilled, perhaps, in January, after Mars goes into direct motion at the end of December. And because Mars will be traveling visibly in Capricorn at the time, there is also the hint that some of this success incubated in Taurus and Scorpio real estate fulfills itself January onward in your Scorpio domain. So I might talk about that for each of you in your signs. But in a short-term transit, it's a very dynamic and positive energy. And lastly, I said I'm not doing mundane astrology, but Mars is going to form a square to Hygeia, and Jupiter forms a square to Hygeia, the goddess of hygiene and health protocols. Jupiter is a god of law and legal matters and justice. So there may be some news stories breaking that are revealing Scorpio secrets from behind the scenes to do with things that to do with health, right? Health and pandemic measures, maybe health and lawsuits around vaccinations or something like that. I don't even know. Hopefully it's something like that. I mean, Jupiter means justice or law or rules. And so there's a square to Hygeia, and Scorpio Mars / Mercury is really good at revealing secrets. And eventually Mars will be opposite Uranus later in the month, and that's a bit of shock and awe as well. So we'll see where that goes. Let me get some light here. There we go. I hate when my laptop powers down on the light, okay? I hope I started off with some light in the beginning of the video. Probably I didn't. All right, let's go through the all signs, and I'm going to take a little pause to get some water, and then we're going to get going in all signs. Thank you to all my regulars, Crystalline Alchemist, Herbal Empress, Mercury with the Message. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. One Wise Lady, One Rare Bird, Stephen the Jupiterian, of course, Linda Calder, and more. Purple Table Tarot, Ace of Spades, whoever's here, wonderful to see you. Discerning Light, you are part of my crew. Flower Remedy, thank you for liking my channel, subscribing, and also for being there in the live premieres and supporting this channel so consistently. It is deeply appreciated. All right, so I'm going to grab some more water, and then we're into the all signs. Get all settled in. Listen for your sun, moon, and rising. Your rising most accurate. Don't know your rising sign? Check my description box for how to cast your chart. And whole sign houses do not use Placidus. None of us here on YouTube land are using Placidus. Each astrologer is delineating the sky through the lens of whole sign houses. And the only thing I can say is Placidus will screw you up. Okay? Look at the whole sign house version of your natal sky for these kinds of predictions. All right, let's get going and do all signs. Okay, so we're starting with Aries, as always. Aries is always the place to start. Oh, sorry. You guys are tipping over on a makeshift desk. Okay. Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign. Let's talk about the two exciting things happening in the week ahead, because fortune favors the bold, and you are, if nothing else, bold as hell. So you've got the movement of the sun into the sign of Scorpio on Monday, Tuesday, opening up a trine to Saturn, and that basically probably feels like you, sun in the 8th house of chunky money, shared resources with a spouse, sun in the 8th house of things that are like your investment monies or your taxes, your 401ks, things like that. You've got that energy flowing to Saturn in your 12th house. And this can bring you an idea or some clarity about your purpose as it aligns, and your money as it aligns with long stories, long games that you wish to create in your 12th house. And that's revenue generated from foreign countries, foreign lands, and foreign shores. For example, PayPal and Stripe. So that part of your life is really happening. This could be a very positive window of Monday, Tuesday, where you come up with some new strategies or some positive money starts flowing towards you in those areas. Now, because Saturn is in the house of hospitals and can represent the elder, and the sun is in the house of inheritances, not to worry anybody, but it can look like it's still a positive thing, but you understand that you're going to receive some kind of money or dispensation from an elder who may be ailing in the hospital, and you just find out that you're, in the will or something like that. Saturn is like the grandparent or the senex or this old person. We can also talk about the idea that you have the week building up, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as we move toward that intense energy, but positive, daring do, lucky actions and bold decisions of Mars opposite Jupiter. This is, again, your chunky money house, and Mercury is joining in the fray as well. So interesting, exciting developments and news about money. You know, it can be a stock rebate, a portfolio, an insurance payout, an inheritance money, because there's news there. Mercury's there to deliver the opportunity news and the abundance news for you. So it could be the settlement of a estate, and it's finally working out, and you're finally getting the good news you need. Or it could be something like a stock investment that pays off, or some kind of reveal about your money or your partner in business and love's money that's very positive because the news is coming through. And Jupiter is saying, well, you might be able to really ramp up some kind of success here when it comes to your earnings because of this money that is going to be chunking out for you. Now, secrets can be revealed by Mercury, and Mars can be bold. Secrets are revealed, but it still affects you in a dare to win and winning bold way regarding the way you want to amplify Jupiter, the luck and prosperity in your 2nd house of earnings. And that Jupiter is there until the end of May next year to support you, and look to the end of December onward, where he can really get some ground covered to really plant some new golden eggs of prosperity for you in the part of your sky that represents the earnings. Alrighty? So I hope that feels good for you. I would say as well, given that your ruler is Mars and he's the one creating this dynamic, beautiful action with that Jupiter opposition. And even though there's tension, I want to talk about that. People go, oppositions are not always bad. And in this case, I think that this is going to be the worst case scenario. You feel like you need to look at reining in some of your bold enthusiasm about your earnings, and you might be making some kind of new action plan and decisions around the taxes and the credit cards and the inheritances in order to come to a place of stability, but still it's pretty daring and bold. So we'll see what happens. Let me know. I really would like to hear from you what happens in this part of your story. I read all of my comments. So if you want to check in later in the week, I'll definitely read what you have to tell me. All right, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's a time of a week ahead where the opening salvo of Monday and Tuesday, that flowing energy between the sun in your 7th house of primary love relationships, business partnerships, clients and audience and marketplace, is trining Saturn in your 11th house of good spirit. Really good energy for some greater career success if it involves your clients, audience, and others, and begin to amplify your earnings in some way, even getting a raise or promotion if it involves contracts and agreements. It is a career up level. However, it also can be somebody who's in a position of authority in your larger friendship circles, or even an elder sibling, benefiting you in regards to things you're doing in legal contracts, 7th house, business and love partnerships. And finally, if you have any kind of dream or wish or hope or long range goal for how you'd like to stabilize your career gains, which Saturn is working on for you, and stabilize and choose your friends wisely. This is also a flow energy between your spouse, your business partner, and your clients, and the hopes, dreams, and wishes, but as well the friends you hang out with that you're feeling Monday and Tuesday. Now, the exciting time ahead is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You begin to really move into that Mars, fortune favors the bold, opposite Jupiter in the house of your 7th house. Mars, your significant love and business partners or audience and clients are making decisions and taking actions that are amplifying some kind of abundance and thrival, prosperity, and hope that you wish to hold in your own life. So it could even be interesting developments around negotiations, contracts, and deals. That's Mercury, that bring abundance and opportunity. And it connects to your sense of magnanimous generosity and thrival. You're the one who's got Jupiter in the house of you till the 3rd week of May next year. You are growing a huge amount of self-esteem and generosity and larger than life goodness and loving yourself a lot more during the next year, right? So this is just one of those stories that takes place during that transit. And you may find yourself feeling Thursday, Friday, Saturday, extremely daring when it comes to things to do with legal contracts. Now be careful that you don't over dare or overdo it. There's always a risk with this kind of intense energy here. Also consider that bottom line is you're already rebellious, freedom loving, and seeking what you want in life because of that Uranus position in your 1st house. So again, you're looking for what makes you joyful and what makes you feel abundant and prosperous and generous and hopeful. Thursday through Sunday. And Mars is bringing some of that to you because of maybe actions that aren't yours. They can be some great news from a client, a possible legal contract that you can't believe how great it is, some kind of incredible connection to your spouse getting some superior results in their life that buoy your life up as well. I don't know, I'm not really talking much about the Hygeia bit, but you might need to do some hygiene in your career and clean it up a bit in some way, and there's going to be an energy of how to clean up your reputation and career zone if that is necessary. Oops, I apologize, I'm going too fast. So let me make sure my mic is not covered by my hair. Alrighty then, we have Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign. And in your sky, Gemini, this story is about a beginning of the week where the sun trines Saturn, very positive Monday, Tuesday energy. And that sun is in the house of work and work routines and health. And it's trining Saturn, who's trying to give you the long legacy marathon vibes in your 10th house of career and reputation. So I got a progressed sun there, so in Gemini, so I get this. It's like, I want to sustainably continue to grow my YouTube channel without burning out. And Saturn can help people like me do sustainable, lasting, enduring marathon endeavors in our career and reputation space in a way that brings lasting results. Steady and slow, the turtle wins the race. The sun in Monday and Tuesday is supporting that through work routines and health routines that are going to allow you to find more vitality, enjoyment, and growth in your career by taking care of those smaller details. Then we move into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, and Mars is going to come into that fortune favors the bold opposition to Jupiter. Now, Mars is in the house of your work routines and health. You're driving here. You're driving. Mars is going to make you work your ass off in your work area of your chart, but it's producing abundance and it's producing opportunity with those asteroids there. So the work is paying off. Mercury is about how you also may do certain new ideas in your work or new messaging that you wish to apply to the work you're doing. And Mercury can also be news coming through the job and work story for you. And also positive drive and momentum to get into physical shape if you need to avoid health challenges, because Ops is also about thrival. Now, this energy, Jupiter in the 12th house, can really expand your success if you have revenue generated from foreign countries or foreign shores, customers, clients in foreign countries. Also, Jupiter here can expand your spiritual questing, your spiritual attainment. You can find yourself coming into contact with a very intense karmic guru or spiritual teacher as a result of this energy. It's like this could be very enlightenment-y for you in some way. You need to clean up your hygiene and your meditation practice or your spiritual practice. I wonder if that's what Hygeia is suggesting as well. Now, the 12th house can also be, particularly with Venus in the 4th house, a bit connected to legacy, wealth, and inheritance, because you also have Pluto on the 8th. So some of you might be getting some news coming through the cycle of the end of this week matters to do with monies that may be coming to you from bequeathments or inheritances as well. And Mars may also deliver a really good boost of good news around your health as a result of this energy Thursday through to Sunday, because with Mars, passion, drive, ambition, it's going to be something like maybe all that hard work in the weight room is paying off and you find out your blood work looks great or something like that. Oh, one more thing. News in the workspace, because Mars is someone being fired or leaving the job. So news of someone being fired or leaving the job can give you more abundance, more growth, more fantastic results, more optimistic results when it comes to the 12th house stuff, international revenue, foreign shores and lands, money you may receive from backroom deals and negotiations. They fire somebody in the office, but they want to up-level you and make you the head honcho. Sorry about that. I'm on a jet path in Palm Springs. I'm kidding. I'm in the Racket Club area, and the street is called Kitty Hawk, right out of the Wright brothers' first air flight. Just let that thing go. I'm on vacation, guys, so to speak. Yeah, there's no such thing as a vacation right now. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. So first of all, you have the beginning of the week with a trine from, a beautiful trine energy from the Sun in your house of children and romance and creativity and entrepreneurship and fertility, to Saturn in the house of book publishing, the 9th house of foreign shores and lands, the 9th house of your spiritual philosophies and beliefs and academic environments. Basically, this is a lot of enduring flow that wants to be formed up Monday and Tuesday that suggests opportunity and abundance coming through the sky. This could be like your child gets accepted at the best school, gets a great fellowship at their university. A child might want to move out of the house. A child might be expressing some news that they're abundantly going to have a child and you're going to be a grandchild. These are kinds of stories that can open up for some Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings Monday and Tuesday. But on the other hand, it's basically a lot of flow for you as a Cancer rising, creating a lot of generous, easy energy between you and how you want to devote yourself to something that you care about. The devotional flame is sitting here, right? And how it's going to flow into areas of creativity, entrepreneurship, enjoyment of your life, and maybe also the possibility of a leisure trip or travel, especially with Venus in your 3rd house. We're looking for that opportunity Monday and Tuesday. Doesn't mean you take the trip, you may learn about it. Now, the big news, I think, is the fortune favors the bold, Jupiter opposition to Mars. Jupiter is in your house of good spirit. This is fairy godfather windfalls, pennies from heaven, great gains from your career, elder siblings and friends who act like an elder brother, sister who want to help you, big allyships, people who support you here. And those gains in your career, right? The big gains, which you're going to get if you keep working at it, because you've got that Jupiter placement there till the end of May. So right, this is like a bit of a nice boost for you that comes up through the week, Thursday to the end of the week until Monday. But because it's also involving Mars and Ops for opportunity and Mercury for news, especially closer to Sunday, Monday, you might be getting some exciting news about an opportunity to increase your financial gain through your career, through fifth house people involved in your love life, people involved in your family, like your children, or people involved in entrepreneurial endeavors that you're also involved in. And if you're artistic and creative, an artistic and creative project can be really getting a giant boost here. And especially if any of your projects involve the word publications in any manner, to publish a podcast, to publish a book or something like that. Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign, we have the energy of the week starting Monday, Tuesday, with a flowing sun in Scorpio trine, Saturn in Pisces. And Pisces, Saturn, slow, stationary, may not deliver the goods, but this is some chunky money. Inheritance money could be, things are going on Monday, Tuesday, could connect to legal inheritance matters from legacy wealth, mother, father, land, real estate, property, or things to do with money coming through your family system somehow. And you may get some news, especially from a father figure, that money may be coming to you. Like, hey, honey, I'm setting up a living trust or something. But, it may not fully be available to fruit in your life until Saturn goes direct after November the 4th. But it looks like some financial and home life, lovely energy Monday and Tuesday. I mean, the sun in the 4th house sheds a light in your home, right, over the next month. And that happens every year. So you're really focused on the home, but how can you be abundant, prosperous, and thriving in and from your home? And Saturn says, and create a legacy, long-lasting success in your longer-term money, such as your 401k, stock investments, and management of inheritance funds. I think that as we move forward in the week, to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we get that Mars story picking up speed, and that's Fortune Favors the Bold title of my video. Well, what kind of actions and decisions are being made by you in and from the home, or what kind of people are moving in and out of that home that you live in, with some interesting news developing in and from your home, as well as ideas that you can enact with bold, declarative winningness, desire to win through that daring, bold action or decisions you're making. For example, you make a bold decision to move your home or to move out of a home, that's also going to mean bold and expansive things can happen in your career and reputation as a result of it, and maybe even more fruitfully so in the new year when Jupiter is moving direct. So there's a lot of excitement here anyway, because Jupiter in your 10th house until the end of May next year brings you a great deal of success in career, lucky breaks galore. So if there's something you're doing in the home life, decisions, Mars actions, news and information, developments about prosperity and thrival in and from the home. But there's always a possibility with Saturn in your 8th house, some of this involves family money that you're able to access or get your hands on. I hope I'm not talking too loud, but I'm trying to outshout a jet. Outshout a jet. Alrighty. Yeah, all right, so I don't want to yell because this mic will then have a lot of a bad sound on it, but yeah, so hopefully I'm not doing too badly. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign, the week starts strong. It does start strong with the sun moving through Scorpio, and it's your third house of siblings, younger siblings, and local neighborhood things, and cousins, and the online websites, and trips and travel, smaller short trips and travel. And the sun is here, and will be here for a month. It's a Scorpio season, but Halloween is here. But the sun in here is trining on Monday and Tuesday Saturn, who's now pretty slow and not quite direct until November 4th, in your 7th house of significant love relationships. So therefore, you may be concocting a very lovely trip or journey Monday, Tuesday with the one you're with, or having a lovely time in the neighborhood with the one you're with. You're trying to stabilize your long-term committed relationship until 2026 with this Saturn transit. So this is a very lovely break in the story where you feel a lot of support that relationship can work out, but it can also be very much even things like a cousin or a sibling is offering some support for you towards that relationship. I like the idea here that the third house energy can also definitely look like an abundant journey, abundant trip and travel. Mars loves to travel. He's here. Mercury protects you. Any journeys you plan Monday, Tuesday, or even Wednesday or take are going to be quite lovely and work really well for business partnerships and love partnerships as well. Then we look at Thursday through Sunday. That's when we have that Mars story. The fortune favors the bold, and it's with abundance and thrival and happy endings after a time of difficulty. I mean, so there's something sweet here. Mars is like, he's not visible, I didn't mention that, but he's still Mars, and he's going to be out opening up some quarters of abundance and opportunity. I do suspect that we'll see more of that in January, and I'm not going to bring that into this short week narrative, because I'll do a longer video on that at the end of the week, talking about how this might play out more as a January narrative than it is right now. But know that right now, Virgo, you're having some excitement and openings in ninth house matters. Jupiter wants to expand your prosperity, your luck, and your optimism when it comes to education, academics, when it comes to things to do with foreign shores and travel, when it comes to book publishing, when it comes to your spiritual faith and beliefs. These are ninth house matters, courts and legal matters where you can prevail, especially when Jupiter goes direct at the end of the year. And with Mars here, daring, risk-taking adventures to do with travel, booking a trip, taking a trip, organizing a trip, Thursday through to Sunday. That will bring great bounty, but it's a bit of a risk. It's a bit daring. It's a bit, headstrong, but it's going to likely work out. And if you are looking at some kind of change of neighborhood, as Mars may like to bring that on for you, moving to a new neighborhood for some reason. If you want that move to a new neighborhood story to be true, then likely that move to a new neighborhood involves a significant business or marriage type partner. And this may be the first clue that fortune favors the bold, that you might want to change your neighborhood. And you may be drawing on Jupiter, third marriage energy, Jupiter, legal visas and passports energy in order to accomplish this exciting endeavor. And Mercury brings all the news that's fit to print. So look for news from younger siblings and cousins breaking through as well, Thursday through to Sunday. Now, here we go into our next sign. Okay, Libra, sun, moon, and rising sign in the sky. We start off strong on Monday, Tuesday with a trine from Saturn and Sun moving through Scorpio, your earnings and prosperity and money and possessions you have, second house money, flowing in a beautiful way to Saturn, the god of legacy, lasting, enduring, and things that stick and go the distance. In the house of work, a lot of you Libras look like you're having some really positive work and career developments Monday and Tuesday. I know there's other people with me, guys, so I might end up closing the door. So you may probably hear screaming in the background, and nothing I can do about that. So flow, luck, and ease in your money story Monday and Tuesday, and especially maybe like nabbing a long-lasting job or a new career path even, where you realize that this is the path that you're going to be on for a long time. It's ideal for getting a new job, okay? It really is. If you want to get a new job or apply for a job, or you might even just hear about that you're going to get the job this week ahead, if that's something you're looking for. Mars is also about cutting, ending, and severing and spending in the second house. You might cut and sever or spend. So you might cut away from something, you might quit your job. You may also spend more money than you normally do, but don't worry, because on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Mars is doing a bit of a fortune favors the bold as he opposes Jupiter and suggests here that you're going to ultimately ka-ching into bigger, chunky money prosperity because of whatever's going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Although perhaps you'll need to wait until the new year when Mars is both visible and Jupiter is direct. But look to things going on Thursday through Sunday or Monday, and news and information that you're getting to do with earnings and money and prosperity that can help you grow your longer term wealth. And it can involve mortgages, banks, real estate, inheritances, and shared money with a spouse or business partner. And you're going to take bold action in your finances this end of this week. That's basically it. But the bold action will pay off. All right, Scorpio, this is your Lord, Mars, in the sign of you. He does everything for you. He gives you a pair of scissors, shears, and a sword to use as needed. Use liberally or use with discernment. It is the Mars sword that you're carrying right now. And Mars is also in Scorpio in his feminine sign. So he's got a lot of power here in a very more yin way. Now let's talk about the beginning of the week though. The sun in the sign of Scorpio, your home kingdom, is trining Saturn in the 5th house. Very positive developments that you're in charge of, that you're taking purposeful action on perhaps at the Monday, Tuesday window, to do with your children, to do with your romantic life, to do with leisure travel and trips, to maybe planning, booking those tickets, getting that thing going. Also, you're trying to stabilize your long-term love relationships. Bring more stability and lasting romance, enduring sexual romance to your life. And this could be a part of that too. Monday and Tuesday, you have a real flow romantically with a significant other as you bring your solar light and vitality to that relationship, or to a relationship with your children or one of your children. And then Wednesday through Sunday, this is when Lord Mars, hooked up to asteroids Abundantia and Ops for opportunity, and Mercury for news and information and ideas, is flowing, is opposing Jupiter in the house of the audience marketplace. Your fortune favors the bold can be that you have a sudden breakthrough, especially in your creativity, in reaching a marketplace audience, clients, etc. You may also have a legal contract that is very daring and risky, but it's going to take it. You can do it. You've got this. You can sign on the dotted line and things will work out. You also may find your marriage type partner is having a significant breakthrough, and it's very positive, and the fortune that favors the bold favors them and may not just be all about you. They may be telling you about some exciting, risky opportunity that they're taking on, because Jupiter does not go into direct motion until the end of December, because Mars will be invisible until January. Some of the fullness of these exciting end of week events may not fully realize their potential until later on, but just keep in mind that this is happening anyway this week. Finally, you are speaking with force. You are making decisions with clarity. You are able to come up with ideas that are exceptionally productive, opportune, and lucky and abundant right now. So if that's a part of anything you need to do, especially if you're artistic or creative with all the action in your 5th house, really follow your instincts on any of those areas right now. You may just write your best-selling novel or your best-selling music, or do your best ever painting at the end of this week, Wednesday through to Sunday. Very good for your muse. All right, Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. What happens is that you have the energy of fortune favors the bold, big, declarative, exciting energy rolling through the sky through your 12th house, 6th house axis. But before we get to that energy, the beginning of the week is that trine from the sun to Saturn, and that's also extremely flowing, but it's subtle. It's the sun in your 12th house of your subconscious, your dreams at night, your past lives, hidden backroom deals and negotiations, addiction, shining a light in the house of addictions perhaps, so that you are no longer going to not see the problem. And that sun is trining Saturn in the house of legacy wealth, family of origin, money from your family perhaps. You may even find that Saturn in the 4th house can bring into your attention some positive developments around property, land, and real estate, and how you may be able to move into an area of success in and from your home that hasn't been quite easy for you until this moment. So Monday and Tuesday, especially if it involves doing things to do with your career and purpose, offside of the public eye, organizing some great ideas and strategies for your career and purpose behind the scenes. All right, then we look at that favors fortune. Fortune favors the bold. That's Jupiter. Bold, lucky, prosperous energy in the house of work, career, and health. Very protected Sagittarius, sun and moon and rising in your health matters really until the end of May next year. So keep that in mind. But Jupiter, lucky breaks when it comes to rentals, properties, pets, positive opportunities for your work situation. Jupiter retrograde, though, can be about past opportunities returning to you in work and work situations. And because Jupiter is opposite Mars, Thursday through Sunday, and Mars is connected to Mercury and abundance and opportunity, you may get some kind of foreign land, foreign shore work opportunity just smashing through the sky for you. Sun rules the house of foreign shores, doubling down on that. So international foreign opportunities to do with work that bring great abundance. But yes, you have to take bold, declarative decision-making power and action in order to seize the day. I could also call this Carpe Diem, but I think I'll call it Fortune favors the bold to help everyone get the handle on it more easily. Mars can be somebody in the hospital, sick or injured. Mercury is news, information, abundance, and opportunity, because Saturn's in the legacy wealth house. Not that I'm wishing that for you. You may find that an elder relative could be delivering some abundance through the fact that they are writing their will in the hospital at the end of this week, Wednesday through Sunday. Just an example of how this kind of stuff can play out. Alrighty, we're keeping it a nice clip, all right? Because I've got a bunch of people by the pool wondering if I'm ever going to come back out of this little office I'm recording in Palm Springs. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Oh, if you're in the live premiere, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And you know the drill. Algorithm loves a like button. Now, this is for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The beginning of the month, week. Monday, Tuesday, Sun in Scorpio is flowing to Saturn in your third house. This is often to do with opportunities for travel or some good developments with siblings and cousins, or things that are very lucky and positive and easy to do with your career ambitions when it comes to how you wish to gain money from your career, and things to do with travel, websites, virtual neighborhoods, and real life neighborhoods. You have a stellium in the house of the elder sibling this month. And so basically you may be looking at some benefactor energy, some help from an elder sibling, or maybe someone who treats you like that, a friend who's an ally. And so this is an energy that Monday, Tuesday can bring some information, news, phone calls, text messages around those opportunities. But it looks like it might involve things to do with travel as well. Planning that trip or taking it Monday, Tuesday, I'm not sure which. Now, as well, the opportunity of fortune favors the bold is that Jupiter in your fifth house of children and romantic love, entrepreneurship and leisure travel, and things to do with your creativity, in an opposition to Mars, who's being declarative and rash, but also likely to win. He's in his dignity. What bold, adventurous decisions and actions are you taking to claim your deepest truths and wishes for your life at the end of this week, to actualize greater gains from your career, to tap favors from friends and allies or elder siblings that will pay off in fifth house matters? And that includes money, luck. Now, Mercury does rule games of chance, and Jupiter is in the lottery house. It can indicate a small possibility of pennies from heaven Wednesday through Sunday for some of you Capricorns, where you can win a great deal of money, and that could be what this is all about. But that's not going to be for most of you, so don't count on that for sure, okay? And there's a lot of flow here to your house of business contracts with the Vestal Flame. So some of you may be signing new business contracts and alliances legally for opportunities in work that are going to favor your finances in a great way sometime between Wednesday and the end of this week, Thursday through to Sunday, Monday. I'm one of you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Sun is trining Saturn in Scorpio, is the Sun, and Saturn is in Pisces. Yeah, barely moving, quite stationary actually. But don't worry, he will go direct November the 4th. Okay, keep that in mind. So what we have is a Sun in your 10th house of career, our 10th house of career, reputation, how people see us in the world, how we are witnessed by others doing the thing we do. And it's been an interesting last couple of years, hasn't it? Because we had the South Node transit through there, making changes in that part of our sky. That's all done now, goodness gracious. But the Sun is now here trining Saturn in our second house of earnings, and significant changes in career and earnings, but positive developments Monday, Tuesday. It's a flow, it's a glow, it's solar light at the top of the sky, a boss favoring you and giving you a raise, a promise or suggestion of some new situation in the work that will favor longer term stability in your finances. So say you were a temporary employee of a company and now they want to hire you full time or put you on permanent status. That's the kind of thing that can happen Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. And later in the week, say Thursday through to Sunday, Monday kind of thing, what we're experiencing is that bold energy of Mars and abundance and opportunity and happy endings after times of difficulties, all the excitement up there, Mars with abundantia and ops. And we have this, like the horn of plenty happening. And then Mars is acting in bold, declarative, and risky ways in the career zone, opposite Jupiter in the fourth house. Now, Jupiter is holding fort in the fourth house for Aquarius, right? We're having some really superior luck and prosperity and expansion in our home. Although when Jupiter goes direct at the end of the year, we'll see even more of that. And in the meantime, Jupiter is like kind of going to say, Mars is the boss, right? He's in Scorpio. Okay, I'll do your bidding. What am I here to do? And it's to expand your prosperity through things you're doing in the home and that the world can witness, or to expand your home through your successful, bold, declarative actions in your career. There's a nice energy here for really taking some risks at the workspace with the boss, especially the sun is the boss, and within your the way you're visibly showing up in your career. I have no idea what that's going to mean for me next week, what that big risk is going to be, but you'll probably see it playing out on my channel. And certainly, I mean, the ultimate destination is a shocking surprise. We're doing that Mars opposition to Uranus video later on. So you're going to get some real developments that really surprise you coming from all that hard work in your career, drive, passion, and ambition in your career, coming up later in the story of the next couple of weeks. Yee! Anything else? Jupiter in the 4th house can be legacy wealth, inheritance monies. And with Venus in the 8th house, there's a suggestion of inheritance monies through marriage. Juno is there. So you may, or money shared with a partner to do with land, property, and real estate being very luscious for you during the next week or two, but getting that feeling for what's really happening Thursday through Monday. And finally, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign, starting the week strong, Monday and Tuesday with the sun in your 9th house of God. This is churches, religions, third marriages, book publishing, legal and court matters, foreign lands and visas, and foreign travel. The sun is with a stellium of abundance and opportunity, and foreign lands and foreign travel can be very powerful for you. It's really amazing energy up there. The sun is trining Saturn, and Saturn is you. You have the decisions, a sober-minded, realistic stance to life. You're looking to be committed to something and something in a long-lasting way. The sun is supporting that energy to flow on Monday and Tuesday. Are you committed to your house of God because you're looking for enlightenment? Are you committed to your third marriage partner? Are you committed to your legal directions? Are you committed to some foreign situation in some fundamental way? As we go Thursday through to Sunday, Monday, then we get Mars in the mix with abundance and opportunity from foreigners, foreign lands, and foreign shores, court and legal matters, such as winning your day in court, especially with Venus in the 7th house, leading to good contractual agreements. That's just a new, exciting negotiation or contract about a court settlement or about something to do with travel, visas, and work. Possibly travel and visas especially. So Pisces as well. The energy here of Mars is declarative, and he's opposing Jupiter in the 3rd house, but that doesn't mean that they're not working things together. Jupiter wants to expand your neighborhood, grow your prosperity when it comes to trips and travel, source some prosperity from the house of younger siblings or cousins or childhood friends even, or friends that are like your besties. So you've got a lot of excitement with Jupiter here until the end of May next year. And at this point, you might just be seeing some of the bigger picture starting to show its hand to you. So where could a trip be paying off? And it may not be a long trip. I mean, it may not be like a super far off trip, but you may make a journey that can help you prosper, thrive, and be abundant. I think that with Mars up here, he loves to travel. He's in the house of foreign shores. Mercury is a patron protector of travelers on the road. And I would suggest that at the end of the month, if you're not traveling, you may be clearly traveling, planning a trip. And it may be to a foreign shore, and that would be something you're planning to take care of, perhaps Wednesday through Monday. And again, fortune favors the bold. So whatever this is about, it's nothing short of bravery pays off with positive and abundant outcomes. And anything else I'd like to say? Well, because the house of siblings is involved, there could be some great prosperity and abundance stories happening for a sibling that impact you. All right, and may not just be all about you, but it's going to also favor you in some significant way as well. And lastly, because you want to win and you can be daring, if you have a lawyer fighting in court for you, then allow them to take some big risks for you, because they will ultimately, it looks like, work out. Though you may see the payoff and the payout of those risky court matters more coming through January onward, when Mars is visible in Capricorn. At the end of the week, for the weekend, I'm going to do a deeper dive video into this combination of when Mars becomes visible and invisible, and how that may give you more of a timing marker. But this is an exciting time, and this is just a shorter version of a longer video coming at the end of this week. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you're new to my channel, check out my description box below. If you'd like to get this kind of content, ad-free early access, such as Patreon getting it on October 21st, 2 days ahead of you. Join my Patreon community for a mere $5 a month. You can always quit. There's a few free gifts being offered in the month of October worth $100 worth of value. 2 courses I've taught, you get them for free. And you also get my rest of my 2023 also in videos as well. So check that out in the description box below. It is a heat wave, 100 and something degrees here in Palm Springs on Saturday the 21st. Only good news is there's a big breeze out there today. Thanks for everyone for being here, for being a part of my channel. All my regulars, I love you guys. You're the most amazing international community. And I so appreciate all of you. I'm going to get now this thing out to Patreon. Bye, everyone. Take care.